Hi, today I get to talk to you about the amazing oregano oil. And I know oregano is not typically one of those oils that you think of using on a daily basis. However, it is an oil that I think it's important that we all have in our toolkits, so we always have it on hand to use when the need arises. And here's why. Oregano not only enhances our immune system, but it supports healthy digestion, healthy respiratory function. It's antimicrobial, antibacterial, and as well is an excellent source of antioxidants. So I love oregano because you can use it all three ways: topically, internally, and aromatically. Although a lot of people don't think of it as using it aromatically. But when we start to feel the crud coming on, when you come home, want to fire up that immune enhancing diffuser blend, if you are thinking of On Guard or frankincense, next time consider adding a drop or two of oregano just to enhance the immune benefits of that diffuser blend. Next is topical. And here's where I'd like to urge a little caution, because oregano is considered a hot oil. And what that means is that it can burn your skin when used undiluted. Fortunately, doTERRA does provide it diluted in a roller form, but you can make your own using oregano and fractionated coconut oil. So this was actually how we started our doTERRA journey and had me sold on the effectiveness of doTERRA oils. My husband would have sinus infections multiple times a year, and 2 to 3 times a year would have to go on high doses of antibiotics. So we started using oregano topically, paired with melaleuca actually, and we would roll that on the bottom of his feet anytime he would feel something coming on, and we knew it was going to turn into that infection, that we wanted to knock it out before it became anything too much to deal with. And so to this day, this continues to be our go-to when anyone feels like they're coming down with anything, whether sinus related or stomach related, that we will pair melaleuca and oregano together on the bottom of our feet. And we'll use that a couple times a day, 2 to 3 times a day. And the nice thing about being on the bottom of your feet, it not only absorbs well into your system, but it also keeps you from walking around all day smelling like an Italian restaurant. So another way to use it topically is as a gargle. And so our mouth and our throat is a way that we tend to take in a lot of germs into our bodies. And so you can take 1 to 2 drops of oregano in a glass of warm water and then use that as a mouthwash or mouth gargle. And lastly, for topical, and here's where I want to go back to it being a hot oil, that oregano is so powerful you can actually use it on warts and skin tags. And I have experience with this in skin tags, and so I recommend using a Q-tip. And I just put a drop on a Q-tip and then apply it directly to that skin tag, and do that over several days, and you'll start to see a difference where it's drying up. But again, use caution and don't get it on the skin around, because it will also burn that as well. Then lastly, internally, and again, to enhance our immune system, when you start to feel something coming on, you can take oregano internally, and I prefer to take it with the veggie caps. And I like to take 1 to 2 drops of oregano, 1 to 2 drops of frankincense, On Guard, and lemon. And that's what I take all as in one with the veggie cap. And you don't want to do this and use oregano more than 2 to 3 days in a row. But you can take a break, and then you can come back to it again if you feel like something didn't go away. And then lastly, and this is a way to have fun with oregano, is in your cooking. And because you can use it internally, and it is powerful and potent, anytime you see oregano in a recipe, for instance, and I like to use the toothpick method if I'm going to replace my powdered spices with essential oil. But I dip the toothpick in the top of the bottle and then stir that around in the recipe. It works great with things like spaghetti sauce. And then that way you're also getting the benefits of the essential oil. So I hope you've learned a lot of new ways to use your oregano, and also ways to have fun with it.